Rugged tablets like the Galaxy Tab Active5 is designed for business and field work, but I also think there's several reasons for everyday use by regular people looking for a smaller Android tablet. But is it still worth it in 2025? Well, let's talk about it. This tablet's IP68, dust and water resistant. It's also military standard 810H compliance to protect it from drops, spills, extreme temperature. Definitely more durable than most other tablets out there. And surprisingly, this actually has a user replaceable 5050 milliamp hour battery, which means you can swap in a fresh battery without having to wait for it to charge back up. Kind of like the good old days, I guess. I know it lasted about 6 hours in my typical battery drain test at 100% screen brightness, but there's also a no battery mode for static use cases like in vehicle mounting or in a kiosk where you can power it directly from an external source without having the battery installed. It also has extended software support, I believe up to 8 years. Originally it was 5 years, so plenty of life left on this as far as software updates go. It also has a physical button that can be customized for instant access, which can be used for push to talk or launching a barcode scanner app. It also has Knox security for protecting sensitive business data. Also has NFC support as well. I think the 8-inch display on here is actually pretty good at 1920 by 1200 resolution and up to 120 Hz refresh rate, which is pretty good for a rugged device like this. The touchscreen is even responsive with gloves on or if your hands are wet. There's also a SIM card version of this as well. I also like how it combines the physical buttons down at the bottom along with swipe gestures. You've also got the fingerprint scanner right there at the bottom on the home button as well, which again, this is something you're not really seeing anymore on newer tablets. It's also nice that the case is included and it has a spot for the S Pen, although it can be a little too snug to get in and out sometimes. But the S Pen works pretty similar to other Samsung tablets if you need to draw, take notes, or just move around the software. It's just really nice to have. You also have Samsung DeX on here, although you can only use it wirelessly since you don't have video out on this tablet. Here's just a quick size comparison. You can see it's fairly close to the Galaxy Tab A9, a little taller and skinnier than the iPad Mini 6, but obviously it's a little more rugged, thicker, and a little heavier than both of those tablets. Performance-wise, you got an Exynos 1380 processor and up to 8 GB of RAM, so it's not going to be flagship performance, but still plenty of power to do most things that you would need to on a tablet like this. You can also do some gaming on here as well. Again, I feel like there's a lot of features on this tablet that's not only good for people running a business, but just for everyday use as well. Nice thing is you've also got a headphone jack on here, which I think is always nice to have, even if you're using Bluetooth headphones most of the time. And even though there's only one speaker on this tablet, I think it's going to be louder than most people would expect considering the size. But here's a quick sample just to give you an idea of what it sounds like. The cameras aren't going to be that great on here, but you do have a 13 megapixel on the back, 5 megapixel on the front, and up to 1080p resolution for video recording. But here's a few quick samples just to give you an idea of what to expect. I think the combination of replaceable battery, extended enterprise support, a high refresh rate display, not to mention the S Pen is included, I feel like this is still one of the better and more unique smaller tablets out there that people should consider even in 2025. But if you like tablets, phones, and other tech, I know I've got a lot more stuff that I'm working on as usual, so make sure to keep an eye out for those upcoming videos. So if you've made it this far into the video, you may want to say thanks by subscribing, and don't forget to give a thumbs up if this video was helpful. This is Brian from clHYSYncHB Productions. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.